Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Alabama about to kick off to get things started.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I had a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer. But a little...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone. To make that big play to get you back into it. You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Jones.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. Fires left. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Running to Green. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
and the defense, they've got him at the 27.
and they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team.
Go into the half, come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incomplete.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after Halpert turning it on. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Monroe. Finds his big tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Mississippi State going up tempo. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State.
just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Monroe. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 8th play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity?